Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a practice that can completely transform your relationship with food and bring a new level of peace and presence to your daily routine: eating meditation. You might have heard it called mindful eating, but whatever you call it, it's a powerful tool for reconnecting with your body, your senses, and the nourishment you receive. So, what exactly is eating meditation? At its core, it's the practice of bringing your full, undivided attention to the entire experience of eating. It's about slowing down and engaging all your senses: sight, smell, touch, taste, and even sound as you eat. It also involves listening to your body's natural hunger and fullness cues, all without judgment. In our fast-paced world, we often eat on autopilot. We're scrolling through our phones, watching TV, or working while we shovel food into our mouths. We barely register what we're eating, how it tastes, or when we're actually full. This disconnect can lead to overeating, poor digestion, and a sense of dissatisfaction. Eating meditation is the antidote. It invites you to be present for one of life's most fundamental and, honestly, most pleasurable activities. It's not a diet. It's a form of mindfulness. It's about cultivating awareness. The goal isn't to be perfect, but simply to pay attention. To start, you just need a quiet space and a single piece of food. It could be a raisin, a strawberry, a nut, or a small piece of chocolate. Anything will work. The idea is to begin with something small, to make the practice manageable and focused. Let's talk about how to get started. The first step is creating the right environment. This is crucial. Find a spot where you can eat without distractions. That means turning off the TV, putting your phone on silent and out of sight, and closing your laptop. Sit down at a table, rather than on the couch or at your desk. The goal is to create a calm, dedicated space for your meal, signaling to your brain that this time is reserved just for eating and being present. This simple act of setting the stage can make a huge difference in your ability to focus. Think of it as creating a mini sanctuary for your meal. Once you're settled in your quiet space, the next step is to simply observe the food. Let's imagine you've chosen a single strawberry. Before you even think about eating it, take a moment to really look at it. Pretend you're an alien from another planet who has never seen a strawberry before. Notice its vibrant red color, the tiny seeds dotting its surface, the fresh green leaves at its crown. Observe its unique shape. Is it perfectly heart-shaped, or does it have its own quirky form? Look at the texture. Is it smooth, a little bumpy? Just spend a good 30 seconds to a minute exploring it with your eyes. This simple act of observation grounds you in the present moment and begins the process of engaging your senses, moving you out of your busy mind and into your direct experience. Now let's bring in your other senses. Gently pick up the strawberry. Feel its weight in your hand. Is it heavy or light? Roll it between your fingers. What does the skin feel like? Is it cool to the touch? Notice the texture of the leaves. Then, bring it up to your nose and take a deep breath in. What do you smell? Is it sweet, fresh, a little earthy? Does the scent trigger any memories or feelings? Perhaps it reminds you of summer days or picking berries as a child. Acknowledge whatever arises without getting lost in the story. You're simply gathering information through your senses, connecting with the food on a deeper level before it even touches your lips. This step deepens your appreciation for the food and prepares your body for digestion. All right, now for the part we've all been waiting for: taking a mindful bite. But we're going to do this very slowly and intentionally. Place the strawberry in your mouth, but don't chew just yet. Let it rest on your tongue for a moment. What sensations do you notice? Feel its texture against your tongue and the roof of your mouth. Notice its temperature. Is your mouth starting to water in anticipation? Now, begin to chew, but do it slowly, maybe half the speed you normally would. Pay close attention to the burst of flavor as you break the skin. Is it sweet, tart, or a combination? How does the texture change as you chew? Does the flavor evolve? Notice the sounds of chewing. Instead of seeing these as rude, just observe them as part of the experience. The goal here is to be fully present for every single sensation. As you continue to chew and eventually swallow, shift your awareness to your body. Notice the physical act of swallowing. Feel the muscles in your jaw and throat working. Can you follow the sensation of the food as it travels down your esophagus toward your stomach? After you've swallowed, take a moment. What sensations linger in your mouth? Is there a lingering sweetness or tartness? How does your stomach feel? Is there a sense of warmth or satisfaction? This practice of tuning into your body's internal signals is at the heart of mindful eating. It helps you recognize true hunger and fullness, rather than eating based on external cues like the time of day or the amount of food on your plate. Throughout this process, your mind will inevitably wander. That's completely normal. You might start thinking about your to-do list, a conversation you had earlier, or you might even feel a sense of impatience, thinking, "This is taking forever." The key is not to judge yourself for these thoughts. Don't get frustrated. When you notice your mind has drifted, simply and gently acknowledge the thought, and then guide your attention back to the present moment, back to the sensations of the food in your mouth, the taste, the texture. Think of your attention as a puppy you're training. It will run off, and your job is to kindly bring it back again and again. Each time you do this, you are strengthening your mindfulness muscle. Once you've mindfully eaten that first piece of food, you can apply the same principles to the rest of your meal. Of course, you don't have to spend 5 minutes on every single bite. That might not be practical for every meal. But you can still bring a heightened sense of awareness to the experience. Continue to eat slowly. A great tip is to put your fork or spoon down between bites. This simple act forces a pause, giving you time to chew thoroughly, savor the flavor, and check in with your body. As you eat, notice how the experience might differ from that very first bite. Are the flavors as intense? Are you starting to feel full? Pay attention to those signals of satiety. Our bodies are incredibly wise. We just need to learn how to listen to them again. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, is to practice self-compassion. This is not a test. There is no pass or fail. Some days, you'll be able to eat an entire meal with mindful awareness, and it will feel peaceful and centering. Other days, you'll get 2 bites in before you realize you've been completely lost in thought. And that is perfectly okay. The practice is not about achieving perfection. It's about the gentle act of returning. Be kind to yourself. If you find your mind wandering, just smile and bring it back. If you eat past fullness, don't beat yourself up. Just notice it without judgment and see it as a learning opportunity. Self-criticism is the enemy of mindfulness. Self-compassion is what allows the practice to take root and flourish. By practicing eating meditation, you can rediscover the joy of food, improve your digestion, and build a healthier, more intuitive relationship with your body. Start small, be patient, and enjoy the journey of reconnecting with every bite. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this guide to eating meditation helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on mindfulness and well-being. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried mindful eating and what your experience was like. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.